EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we...
She keep looking at me like she feeling me. Girl, the way you be moving the stuff you be doing, you tripping out and it's killing me. Man, I swear to God, you be tripping. I can't even do it. My girl from Tiffany. Damn, and she tryna cut me off. No, she cannot do it. No, she cannot scissor me. Work your spot, that boy get don't send him the car. He finna get blessed on. I get the pay, I'm talking about Benjamin Franklin. Not talking about the one that you sketch on. He play dumb, get his on. He a crib, but he loving on red bone. Now I'm hard to reach. I'm about my cheese. I'm moving around with two phones. Move around like an island boy, but it ain't for the head, cause I keep me a vest on. Get down like the Backstreet Boys, cause it make you dance, but you better get your groove on. And I'm not talking about, but it too strong. Talking in weekend.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Come on. Hey.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. But you look at this Bronco defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
That was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Stroud. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
3rd down and 6. Throw left side, taken in by Rodgers. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Broncos at 11-2 now, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
Hey, alert. You gotta go, in and out, let's go. Power.
To throw is Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Good job right there. Left side.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Let's double count right here. Double count.
Throwing is Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alvarado. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Good, guys. 4 down. 4 down. Go. Start.
They go play action with Wilson. That is caught. And bulldozing his way through. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
18 Rattler.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
7 Pirates. Ready.
Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Isaiah Rodgers. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now Wilson changing the play.
Front left. Hey, 0. Go 14.
Throwing on first down. Wilson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 32. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
95.
Play action. It's Wilson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
But no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19.
On second down, here's Pierce. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurry. Steady.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Stroud working out of the gun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner, By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and a couple. Hamler, the motion man left. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
Wilson wants a different look. Here's Wilson throwing on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Here's second and 10.
Spot that, spot that. Friday. Alert. Good touch.
To throw again is Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Now they send a man in motion right. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Broncos 24, Texans nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Let's go now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Stroud on third down now. And his pass is intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. They'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Yeah, Wilson going to change things up here.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Come on.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Stroud on third down. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That zero on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They give it to Williams, running right. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now, Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Texans nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. This pass caught by Hamler. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get
Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Stroud now on second down. That's complete to Dell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
But maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Texans 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, let's go double count right here, double count.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll let Hamler try and run it. And a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ready?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
And Stroud now to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Cut 19. Dragon 60. Ready?
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Pioneer.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here goes Stroud again.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
19 Lions. Go.
Stroud to throw it.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Set back at the 38.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Well, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
18 Rebel. 18.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, They've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Stroud. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. In motion right, that's Dell. Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Hey, if you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
112 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you'll only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Up the middle, it's Williams. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency. and they just took control.
So for the Broncos, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up, like, I got yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sucky now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of flexing mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta even want a down bag. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta.
you get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my modest attire. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in the pulpit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back.